Good morning to all. Today I will explain about the embedded firmware development languages or options. So here embedded firmware development languages or options we have three types: assembly language, high level language, mixed line language. Okay. In assembly language, just we are writing the mnemonics. Okay. So that means, for example, you can write move ax comma bx, then add ax. So like that we are writing the using the mnemonics only, assembly language only. But processor or controller understand the only machine language. It can understand the only ones and zeros, binary information. Next one is the high level language. So the subset of C, that means embedded C, subset of C++, embedded C++. Any other high level language with supported cross compiler. Okay. Mix of assembly and high level language. So that means mixing high level language like C with assembly code. So that means we are writing the mnemonics included the high level language, that means using the C language. Okay. So then mixing assembly code with high level language like C, inline assembly. So already I said first option is the assembly language. So generally we are using the, for assembly language we are writing the mnemonics, using the mnemonics. Okay. So here for suppose you are taking the 8051 assembly instruction, move a comma hash 30. It is the mnemonic. In assembly language you are writing the mnemonics only. So if suppose I need to load the address, load 2000h, LDA 2000h, then move ax comma bx, then add ax, then ret, return. Okay. So that means initially move ax comma bx means initially we have to load the some value in bx. That means load move bx comma hash 20. Okay. So then move ax comma hash 30, then add ax comma bx means add the ax with the bx value. So already we load the value. Suppose we are loaded value into ax itself 30, then bx itself 20. Just assume that. Okay. So then add ax comma bx means, so then 30 plus 20, 50. The result is stored in accumulator only, ax location only. So here we are writing the in assembly language, that is using the 8051 microcontroller. Move a comma hash 30. The 30 value is loaded into accumulator, but processor only understand the machine language, that is ones and zeros. Here move a is the opcode and 30 is the operand. Okay. So opcode means the processor or controller can understand the what operation we have to do. Opcode means operation code. Move a means to move the from one location to another location, or move the one register to another register data. Okay. The data is moved one register to another register. Operand means, so it identify the value. Okay. So here move a is the opcode and 30 is the operand, single operand. The same instruction when written in machine language we look like. Okay. So here we are for user can understand mnemonics only. So move a comma hash 30 or move b comma hash 20, but the machine language how it understand we will see next slide. So move a comma hash 30. So for move a itself it will consider some binary information. So that is 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0. So then 3 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So here first 8 digits will indicate the move a operation. Next 8 digits will indicate the operand value 30. So like that only machine language will understand. But user is given move a comma hash 30. The data is moved into accumulator location. So with the help of the opcode move a. So that means move a means to move the value, the data from one register to another register. Okay. You can take any example. Add ax comma bx. Already I said ax we have the 2, bx we have the 3. add ax comma bx means, so what it happened, ax plus bx, 2 plus 3 means 5, the 5 value is stored in accumulator. Move ax, that means add ax comma bx means here add is the opcode, add ax is the opcode, operand is the bx, so the data is added with the b with the accumulator, then result is stored in accumulator. So here subroutine for generating delay. Okay, suppose you are writing the program, in main program I need to generate the delay. So how you write? So observe here, the program delay, observe here delay, move r0 comma hash 255, load register r0 with 255, that means the 255 value is moved into r0 location. Then djnz r1 comma delay, so decrement the r1 and loop until r1 equal to 0. Whenever r1 is equal to 0, that time it will execute the loop, then return to main program. Whenever the main program itself we return some delay program. Okay, so that means you are accessing the delay. Okay, in main program I was given delay within the brackets, delay given the bracket semicolon. Okay, so whenever it call the delay, that time it call the subroutine program and execute the delay, then it will return to main program when r1 equal to 0, then ret return to calling program. So here I think already you studied in 8086 or 8051. In 8051 I need to give the delay. Okay, so how we can give the delay? With the help of the tmod register. In that we are loading the thtl0 value. So in 8051 microcontroller we have the formula to find the delay, that value is converted into hexadecimal value. The hexadecimal value is loaded into th and tl. So then we find the delay value, so that value is loaded into th and tl0. So whenever the main program is called subroutine program, that time delay is executed. Suppose I was given 1 millisecond, so 1 millisecond it is executed, then it return to main program. So that means how we can find the 1 millisecond is executed? With the help of the Keil software. So that means output port, the microcontroller itself will return the delay program. Suppose I generated 1 millisecond. So you can see in lab ARM microprocessor, in that how we are generating the time delay, how we can find the delay program, it is generating or not. So in 8051 output port is connected. In Keil software we can observe the output window, always the port 0. Consider port 0.7, always the tick mark is indicating glowing on and off, that means it is display the delay. So suppose whenever the program is dumped into microcontroller, the 8051 microcontroller, so we can observe the output in LED. So the LED is always on and off, every 1 millisecond it is the on and off. I think already you studied in 8051, you can observe in lab also. But in our lab, embedded system lab, so we can take the ARM processor. So in that we are writing the program, we can observe the output is the delay. So here assembly language to machine language conversion process. Observe here source 1, source file 1, source file 2, object to hexa file. Whatever you are written the program in Keil software, that program is executed and converted into hexa file. So that is given to the module assembler is given to the object file 1, then object file 2, then linker or locator which link these object files and run that particular application. So here we are writing the only mnemonics. Okay, so already I said, suppose I need to add the two numbers, load 2000h, then move ax comma hash 2h, then move bx comma hash 3h, then add ax comma bx, then end the program, end. So that take this is the example only, so I'm giving example. So then 2 plus 3 means 5, the accumulator is stored the 5. So high level language to machine language conversion process. So here we are writing the program in embedded C or embedded C++. So what we are mentioning in Keil software, using the Keil software, in that we are writing the embedded C program. So why we need to write the embedded C? So using the C language, it cannot interface or organize the hardware, peripheral devices or hardware devices. But using the embedded C, so it will communicate the peripheral devices and communicate the peripheral devices. So in embedded C, so we are mentioning the first is the hash include stdio.h. Everyone knows about the C language. Okay, I think maybe all of you know about the C language. Hash include stdio.h. So mentioning the header file, it can access the input output functions. So then write the main loop, open the loop. So then integer I comma j, then I can mention I equal to 2, j equal to 3. Then what I was given, again I need to mention the integer k also, k equal to I plus j. Then to write the print statement. Okay, so I plus j means 2 plus 3 5. So I need to print the value. What I can do, printf within the bracket, within the double quotation, %d, then within the quotation output value is. So why we are mentioning the %d? Because we are mentioning the k, that's why %d. So that time output is print, when our C program is executed, output is print k equal to 5. That is the C language. If you are taking the embedded C language, high level language, it is mixed the C and assembler directives. Okay, so are mnemonics. Suppose I return the hash include stdio.h to perform the input output operation, then hash include lpc2148h. So that means 2148h means it accesses the ARM7 process operations and all. Okay, so that means we can access the mnemonics. Okay, so then open the loop. So then here we are writing the just take this is the example. So then I am writing the move ax comma hash 3h, move bx comma hash 5h, then mul ax. What it happened? Mul bx, not ax, mul bx. The bx value is multiplied with the ax. Already we was taken ax value is the 2, bx value is the 3. How much value? 6. The value is stored in ax location to end the loop. So it is here mentioned the only assembly instruction. Using the for loop, so whenever you are writing the 10 lines of mnemonics or assembly instructions, within the single for loop we can write the one loop itself. So that is the benefit of the high level language. So whenever you are taking the in assembly language, we are writing the code so much long. Okay, we can write the so many sentence. That means we have to write the 10 lines or 20 lines. That means writing the code is the large and also difficult to understand. But using the high level language, so using the while, for loop, do while, so using the if condition, this and all, with the help of the writing the single statement, with the help because we are writing the 10 instructions, in that itself we are writing the only single condition. That means using the if condition or for loop condition, like that, because here it is the mixing of the assembly language and high level language. So and also it will take the time is less, and also accuracy is more. Okay, we can get the exact output. So inline assembly is another technique for inserting the target processor or controller specific assembly instructions at any location of source code written in high level language C. inline assembly avoids the delay in calling as assembly routine from a C code. Okay. So special keywords are used in inline assembly language. Assembly instructions. Here example we are taking hash pragma asm move a comma hash 13h, then hash pragma ensasm. Okay. So in KL C51 uses the keywords hash pragma asm and hash pragma and asm to indicate the block of the code written in C assembly. That means here it indicates the hash pragma asm should start the program. Move a comma hash 13h. We written the some logic here. Then hash pragma ensasm. That means to end the program. Okay, thank you. So when I going to previous slide, here assembly language you are writing the program, that file's name should be mentioned .asm. Okay, for assembly language. So after writing the program you can generate the exa file. That file is dumped into processor or controller to perform the particular application of the process. If you are using the C or C++, here we need to mention the suppose I am using the embedded C program, I should save the file name is .c, add.c, or suppose I need to generate the traffic light signal. So that means I am writing the, suppose you can take the stepper motor operation. For stepper motor means I was mentioned stepper motor.c. Whenever you are executing the program that is executed, then exa file is dumped into processor or controller. Then whatever is written, the user is written, that application will run. Suppose we written the program clockwise direction. So whenever the exa file is dumped in the in micro controller, whenever you are executing, that time it rotate the always clockwise direction. Suppose you are taking the robotic application, so that means, so by remote access, that means you can give the if you are moving the forward backward means it move the forward direction backward direction like that. Suppose I was taken to measure the temperature. Okay, I written the some program that is executed, the exa file is dumped into controller. What it do? To measure the temperature and display the temperature. So that means input port is connected some RTD. The RTD is inserted into heating of the water. RTD what it do? It measure the temperature and convert into electrical signal that is given to the microcontroller. It process that signal that is given to the output is the LCD display. Output port is connected LCD. The LCD will display the temperature value. Always it measure the temperature and display the temperature value. So like that we in application oriented, like that we can implement the applications. Thank you. Thank you. Next class itself I will start the 4th unit. Thank you. Okay, if you have doubts ask me. Again I will repeat in all class also. In 3rd unit if you have any doubt ask to me. I will again I will explain the topics, and also I will repeat. Okay, thank you. Next class itself we will start the 4th unit.